I need to hear some sound. Oh well, coming is coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Did you get a notification?
Uh, well, I had clicked on the your page,
Okay.
but no, it didn't pop up with no notification.
Trying to send that one. All right. First and foremost, we would like to give all praise and the glory unto Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shai,
Shai, by
Ba'ashem,
Hashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, with GMS Mississippi Camp on the brother Yasha Mafin to my right.
Yeram Yashar.
And what we're going to get into, all right, this afternoon is dealing with the patient and spirit, okay, because, as me and the brother was talking before the lesson, we live in a society, that's based off convenience, but poor quality. Pretty much everything is at your fingertips, but it's poor quality. You got all these food choices, but it's poor quality. You got all these dating apps and social media and, you know, all these different websites, fleeing websites. Okay. But the people are poor quality. All right. And that's based on the mindset of Esau Edom, and it goes all the way back to the beginning. He even we're gonna get the story, when he sold his birthright, it was based on the poor quality meal, of food that wasn't even all the way prepared. Because he wanted it quick and instant, and this is a society where everybody wants the quick and instant, but there's a certain glory you get when you go through the process, of achieving something, man. That's what Jacob did. He wrestled with the angel. All right, Yahweh Shai, he went through that long process. He didn't take the shortcut, you know. Now he's at the right hand of glory, and he earned that spot, man. You know. So we're gonna give a couple of precepts on Lord will you brothers and you sisters edify. You guys go.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 8.
Yep.
Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof.
Yeah, better at the end of a thing than the beginning. Because it's about how you finish. You have a lot of people, that start from, you know, particular circumstances. All right. But then you'll see how they end up. A lot of times when you go into, people's story, all right, different success stories, especially dealing with our people, man. The most successful people and the most disciplined people, come from some of the worst circumstances, man. Okay, because they went through that process, man. They had to earn things, man. Because earning things makes you disciplined on the back end. Having to go without makes you be strategic. you know, you, be,
Hmm.
you, be, you become strategic when you have to go without and you have to make the best, of the resources you got. They teach you to be strategic. But when things are just handed to you, all right, you don't develop any of their skill set. You know, you can say something. Okay, you got it, bro.
It says, and the patient in spirit is better than the proud in
And
spirit.
the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit, man. And we dealing with Esau, Edom, who's the proud in spirit. And this wisdom, this truth, is teaching us to be the patient in spirit, man. Because we're constantly having to decline, opportunities to advance in this world that will be a hindrance to our spiritual growth. We constantly have to deny the flesh. We constantly have to get more and more into Yahweh. All right, and it's making us, because we're subjugated to the patience of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. We gotta move with discipline until Yahweh Shai come back. You know, what the scripture say? What, we're prisoners of hope.
Hmm.
you know, we're subjugated to that, man. You know, you say,
No, I was just gonna say the channel name too. Yeah, the
yeah,
channel name.
yeah, yeah. Um, uh, get that account. Let's get that account. Genesis 25. We start at 28.
All right, this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 28. And Isaac loved Esau because he did eat of his venison,
Mm-hmm.
but Rebekah loved Jacob.
Go ahead.
And Jacob sawed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Yep.
And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Yeah. So here it is. Esau's coming back from hunting. He was faint. Okay, and he wanted an instant meal. You see, and then it ain't like you gotta understand. Isaac was a man of substance. So Jacob and Esau, they both had substance. And Esau, all he had to do was apply patience, and he could have kept the birthright, but it wasn't meant. All right, but it's a lesson in how Esau moved, man. He moved without patience, man. He lost everything. You see, what Esau is fighting for right now is this moment right here. Like when these devils talking about going back in time and time travel, this what they want to go back to and fix this moment here, goddamn. you know. But nah, man, you failed the test, man. It wasn't for you anyway, man. All right, and it's a learning, it's a learning opportunity for us, man. To be patient, wait this thing out. You got, it, bro.
And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright.
Here we go. And Jacob with the supplant. All right, and it was meant for Jacob to supplant Esau. Then, they'll make it seem as if Jacob, was off. But wait a minute, he didn't make Esau sell the birthright. Esau sold the birthright due to his lust for a quick meal. Okay, he sold out. All right, go ahead.
And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me?
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Yeah, so he said, What shall this birthright do to me today? You see, Esau couldn't wait, you know, for eternal kingdom. He couldn't wait to be immortals and gods in the earth. He couldn't wait for that. You see, he was worried about the right now. And now we live in a society where people just worry about the right now. That's why it's just a bunch of randomness going on in the earth. Because that's the spirit of Esau. Just doing things haphazardly, man. You look at the culture of our people, what do you see? Just random. No one is thinking of on down the line.
Mhm.
It's just random baby fathers and baby mothers. Ain't no thought about nothing.
Next generation.
Ain't no next generation, it ain't nothing. It's just a bunch of randomness. You know? Niggas just gang culture. Niggas just inheriting beef. You know? It's like there's no direction when it comes to the culture of our people. Just like Esau, he didn't have no vision for the promises that was given to Abraham and Isaac. He didn't have no regard for that promise. You can say.
I was just gonna say, being patient in spirit too, like you said, allows you to be strategic in your decision making. Like you said, it allows you to think about what's to come, and you count the cost of what you got to go through and what you get, where you trying to get to, because it wasn't until the blessing was given to Jacob that Esau thought about what he gave up. It was already too late. And that's how it is in this society too. Like Esau trying to forge his own eternal life, his own blessing
Yep.
from Isaac.
Yep.
And like you said, it's just a bunch of randomness.
Yeah.
The whole metaverse.
Yeah.
Your consciousness existing outside your body.
Yeah.
Trying to create a super soldier with a AI robot that you probably gonna have to recharge after a certain period of the day.
Yeah.
Instead of how the Lord is gonna set it up.
Immortality, but you got to charge. You know, you got to lay down. Your bed to charge. Some stupid shit. You got some crazy shit. You know, it's just a bunch of randomness, man. That's because He didn't, because patience, going back to what we were speaking before, whenever you go through the process of something, it teaches you the skill set to maintain it. When you build a business from nothing, you learn the skills to maintain that business once it's successful. Okay? When let's say you're a mechanic and you start working on cars, okay, the process of messing up, all right, that's really teaching you to really master something. You gotta go through that process of failure.
Mm-hmm.
But in this society, no one wants to deal with the failure. But you learn so much in failure. you know, you learn so much in failure. But in this society, everybody just want that quick fix. Like we talking about, instead of going to the gym, they go get the lipo. Okay, they go get the tummy tuck. They go get the BBLs and all these things. But like you say, they don't learn the wisdom that it takes. See, when you start losing weight, you learn your body.
Right.
Like, you know what's the best time for you to eat. You know what puts weight on you. Okay. You know what fills you up. You know what's high in calories. You know what's low in calories. See, you're mastering your body through that whole process. But like you said, if you go get the surgery, you missed all that knowledge. So
Mm-hmm.
now that weight come right back. You see?
And then you gain knowledge to pass on.
Oh man, beautiful.
You gain knowledge to pass on. It start teaching you a whole different way of life. Cause like you said, you learn the type of foods. Now you know how to eat. You know how to cook it. You know how to prepare it. Just so that you can, it can help you benefit in your goals and all that you can pass on. That's why you have a lot of fitness trainers or uh just different people that's dealing with fitness. They're able to give so much experience or so much knowledge on what they've done because they've been at a certain point before.
Yep.
Like you have to read, learn their story to know how they got what they got.
You know, like Dr. Bobby Price.
Yep.
He
Come.
got a story. Like he's able to benefit now because he went through that journey. He's benefiting off that process he went through. Having heart disease at a young age and trying different things, and now he has that experience to where he can sell it now. You know, but he can do that because he went through that process. David Goggins, you know, before he was special forces, he was 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
He had to lose 100 some pounds in 3 months. You see, to even try out for the Marines, man. All right, or the SEALs, whichever one it was. But he has a story now.
Yep.
He went through that process, so now he can tell you the do's and don'ts because he went through the do's and don'ts, man. You know?
Mm. It says, verse 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Yeah, so he despised his birthright. You know? He was like a little spoiled child. He like, man, the hell with that birthright, man. Give me something to eat right now. Okay? And that's the mindset of this society that we live in, even with the AI. Like, you know, it depends on where you work. AI is cool, Like I say, it can make, certain things easier. But see, Esau wants people to be dependent on that AI. And the AI really make you dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go into I was the guy Scott Ritter, he used to be ex-Marine, and he goes into how weak the IDF is, the Israeli Defense Force, is because they depend a lot on AI, you know, and the reason why they getting out strategized over there, uh, 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 in those different conflicts, they're being out strategized by Hezbollah. They're being out strategized by Hamas. All right, the Houthi rebels. And those resistant militants in Iraq and Syria is because those men, had to learn how to fight with inferior weaponry.
Yeah.
Then that's all they do. Like they second, third generation military men. That's what they do. So they went through their process of getting their ass beat by this superior technology. So now, even uh, 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 uh with uh, going on with the Israelis and Hamas really was able to trick the Israelis into coming into Gaza. You know, because they had already they got an underground city in Gaza. So they already knew that the Israelis was gonna bomb the shit out of them, you know. So they created this underground tunnel system to when all this rubble, because after you blow the buildings up, it's rubble. Now you can't see around corners or nothing anymore. So now this played into their tunnel system. And see, they're strategizing because they done went through the process of losing. So they know what you finna do.
Yep.
Okay? The Israelis, they depending on the AI and they superior technology, but they ain't been evolving, all right, when it comes to war strategy, man. You know? You can say something. Yep, let's get that in cause let's see how Yahweh Shai handled, when it was time for him to be patient. Let's get that in Luke 4:1.
This is Luke chapter 4, verse 1.
Yep.
And Yahweh Shah, being full of the Holy Spirit, returned from Jordan and was led by the Spirit into the wilderness, being 40 days tempted of the devil. And in those days he did eat nothing, and when they were ended, he afterward hungered.
Wait a minute. He went 40 days. Esau went some hours without eating.
Right.
He sold everything. This nigga gave up everything after a few hours. And watch how these Americans act after a few hours of not eating, man. Okay? These pampered ass Americans, man. You got it, bro.
And the devil said unto him, If thou be the son of Yahweh, command this stone that it be made bread.
Yep, go ahead.
And Yahweh shall answer him, saying, It is written that man should not live by bread alone, but by every word of the Most High.
So he's combating these temptations with precepts. Because we're going to come into a time where we're going to have to showcase patience. Okay? And we're going to have to combat, all right, these temptations with precepts. That's why this word, this grace period for this word to be in us, man. Okay? The Satan gonna try to put them doubts like you gonna starve or you gonna die, you gonna have a dishonorable death or whatever he tried to plant in your mind. Okay, we got to combat that with precepts as Yahweh Shai was doing, man. And this was after he went, this period of time without eating. Go ahead.
And the devil taking him up into a high mountain showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time.
Go ahead.
And the devil said unto him, All this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whosoever I will give it. If thou therefore wilt worship me, all shall be thine.
Yeah, so he's offering Yahweh Shai all the kingdoms, because right now Satan had a particular period to have dominion in these kingdoms in the earth. That's why every empire, all right, that we've seen of these heathens is pretty much ran in the energy of Satan. It just no one is tapped in like Esau, because it was them Hamites that originally was going into that Satanism, man. That's why they was always into that Sodom and Gomorrah, those lewd sexual acts. That goes back to Satanism, man. Okay, sacrificing children, all that goes back to Satanism. Okay, so these heathens, their empires are ran in the energy of Satan. So Satan is showing you how Shai all these empires that's to come, and that he was gonna rule all of them, which means he will come back into rulership into all these kingdoms. Okay, go ahead.
And Yahweh shall answered and said unto him, Get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve.
Yep.
And he brought him to Jerusalem and set him on the pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, If thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down from hence. For it is written, He shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee. And in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against the stone.
And Satan is coming with Psalm 91. Satan got precepts too.
Right.
Benjamin and Yahoo, he went into 1 Samuel 15, goddamn devil. Go ahead.
And Yahweh Shah answered, saying unto him, It is written, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. And when the devil had ended all the temptation, he departed from him for a season.
Yep, so Yahweh Shah showed patience. in his temptation. You know, we're coming to our hour of temptation where we're gonna have to show patience, man. You know, the scriptures speak a lot about patience, man. You know, and the scriptures talking about letting patience have her perfect work. You know, I think that's let's get that real quick in James chapter 1 verse 5.
It's well, I'm gonna start at verse 3 though.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna start at 2.
Yeah, well, feel like
This is James chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into divers temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh
the
patience.
trying of your faith work of patience, the process. You gotta go through that process, man. Ain't no shortcuts, man. You know, everybody love to try to get some type of shortcut to get rich, shortcut to get fit, shortcut to get the work done. You know, well, a lot of times, man, the process is more valuable than that quick shortcut, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Because the process, it'll keep you focused,
yep.
especially when you keep your goal in mind. Like, we all had a goal to salvation, to be delivered for the eternal life, for the kingdom. And that's what fuel you going through, fuel you going through the process. Like even with working out, you have a certain body goal that you're looking for. So that's what's gonna fuel you through the process of all the hard labor you put your body through, and the difficulty in changing your diet, until you get to that goal, until it start becoming something that you enjoy doing.
Hmm.
Like that process, that suffering got to be something you get to enjoy doing.
You become a new creature through the process. That's the only way. You know, because your 240-pound you has a completely different mindset than the 190-pound you.
Hmm.
It's two different people. Not only the look, but the mindset. You see?
Yep.
So the only way to become a new creature in anything is to go through that process, man. You know? You got to
It says, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work.
let patience have a perfect work. Perfect going to complete. Patience is making us complete. The script spoke about how Yahushua became perfect in suffering, man. So we gotta go through that perfect amount of suffering to become complete. And this is a society, this matriarch that everyone shies away from suffering. Everybody's looking for their mother titties, man. Okay, you got a bunch of men that's looking for their mother's titties, man. Okay, because this is a soft-fed society. Nah, man, you become perfect through suffering, man. Okay, and this is what the Lord has us doing. All right, you got it, bro.
But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Wanting nothing. That means that you're not lacking in anything. That means that you're going to be equipped. Okay, we'll see. Our mindset is going to be equipped to deal with Jacob's trouble based on these processes that we're going through. Because the Lord is making us hard, man. The Lord has us hating these niggas for a reason, man. The Lord has us hating this society more and more by the day because He's finna open up, and we got to go through that process of going to camp in the scream heat and the extreme cold. All right, preaching, Jake not listening, Jake getting worse. Like we got to go through that process so we can have a mindset to endure, because it's gonna take a particular mindset just to witness the judgment the Lord finna bring.
Hmm.
Just to see it.
Yep.
Like if you ain't your mind ain't in a certain, if you ain't built a certain way, shit, you gonna faint. You gonna faint with them. You know.
Yep. And then also too, just going back into thinking like what Esau Edom he trying to offer to the world, we had a mindset to bypass it, no matter what, even unto death.
Yeah.
Just like again, he trying to offer eternal life, a better way of life through his digital system, the charagma that he trying to implement. But we already know what's to come behind all of this.
Yep.
So we willing to be patient and go through all the sufferings that's required in order to get to that point. And that's the same mindset Yahweh Shah had. Because you just think about it. Yahweh Shai was even offered this kingdom, you know.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Yahweh Shai would have had to go. He would have had to do the same thing that Esau trying to do if he would have accepted it.
Yep.
But he chose to be patient.
And the long, hey, ain't nothing like on the back end when you get when they reward and see, ain't nothing like being built a certain way. You know, ain't nothing like being built a certain way, and the time that it takes to get to that point because you can operate with efficiency in difficult times, man. While other people are suffering and you know what's normal for you is impossible for them. But you built a certain way, so it's normal for you now. You know, I got a quick one for you because you said you talking about going into sin past, you know, this society. Proverbs 29:18 it says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he."
Right, where there is no vision, the people perish. So this is all people see is America, Esau and rulership, and his new system. They thinking this is the next biggest thing to change the whole world. But now the Lord is literally finna bring. He's already brought it, which is this word. But he's gonna bring it he's gonna bring it into this realm. How it's gonna change the whole earth when it starts when the Israelites are put in their proper position. You know, in their proper rank, which starting with our proper leadership, starting with Yahweh Shai. And it's gonna change the whole earth. What Esau Edom is trying to do with a whole digital, virtual reality, the Lord is gonna make this actually a paradise reality. You know, Esau is trying to do it virtually.
I got get Luke 21. This will be the last one. Luke 21 and start at 17.
This Luke 21:17. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls.
In your patience. So while we're being demonized and persecuted and, you know, pretty much outcast, you know, based on what we believe, we have to have patience, man. That's going to possess our souls, man, you know, to keep our integrity, man. Okay. And you go to that word patience, it says the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or upset. Okay. So we got to suffer these things with patience, understanding, all right, the end game. You know, we understand what's on the back end, so we suffer these things, man.
And then angry and upset is basically just going into changing your mindset, like changing the way you deal with the situation. Because we, even though what we see and how what was going on in this earth, it does make us angry and upset, but it's not enough to make us fall out or to faint. You know, it's, if anything, it's making us go harder because we know what we're doing is actually going to it's going to work. You know, we just have to be patient.
What scripture say, be angry and sin not.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so yeah, that's the point. All right, hey, the patient in spirit. You know, we're gonna wait this thing out. Everything that we want, Yahweh Shai, all right, is gonna give it to us after, you know, we endure. You know, and we're gonna appreciate everything, and we're gonna be built to know how to handle these things, man. You know, to handle the blessings that the Lord is gonna give us, man. You know, so with that, we pray that you brothers, all right, and you sisters will edify once again. We'll give all praise and glory to
Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great example to his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutation to the hopeful. Shalom.
Shalom.